guys? It's your girl here, Sunshine, with another one. For those who don't know, I am an empathic, compassionate, old soul, free thinking, highly intuitive connector. This video lasts about a week long, not date specific. So, on that note, take what resonates, leave the rest, leave it all, use for entertainment purposes. Do you? Boo boo. Now, let's get started. So, with this video, I wanted to do lovers in separation. So, I wanted to see exactly what messages for anyone that is currently separated from their loved one, what kind of messages do they need to hear? So, we're going to see. One more shuffle. Okay. The spirit guides, please give messages in regards to lovers in separation. What messages do they need to hear? What information can you provide to them? Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and it's worth exploring. What other messages can you provide? Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Okay, so it sounds as if you're not going to be in separation for too long. What did I just say? Reconciliation. Okay, so this is good energy. Spirit guides, is there anything else? From this deck, Romance Angels. In regards to lovers that are currently in separation. Two more cards. So, next card came out is unrequited love. Not enough attraction or chemistry to keep the relationship going. And you got forgiving and learning, and you also got you deserve love. Now, I know it's a little confusing where it's like reconciliation and then you have unrequited love. Now for the unrequited love card, I feel as if what caused you guys to have the separation is because there was something like blocking you guys and there wasn't enough for it to keep going. But this is definitely something worth exploring. So whoever's coming back, they could potentially be coming back with a new energy, or if it's you that caused the separation, you will be coming back with a new energy. Because with the engagement card here, it shows that your love life is ascending to a higher commitment. So there's definitely going to be a reconnection. Remember, these videos last about a week long, but energy is fluid. So there really isn't a timeline on when this will happen. But definitely with you deserve love. You don't have anything to worry about in regards to your love life. Now, there is some blockages that is happening and it needs to be released here with the forgiving and learning card. Okay, so as you release and heal your past, you experience more love in your present moment. So it sounds as if this has to be released first in order for the reconciliation to happen. Because of this past wound is why this unrequited love hiccup pretty much is is the reason why there is this little bit of this separation that's going on, is because there is a blockage that won't allow the feelings to magnify more into what it really should be. So it's really a matter of this needs to be resolved first. Then it goes into the motion of, okay, reconciliation is going to happen. It's going to go to a higher level. You definitely can explore it because you definitely deserve love. Wow. Way to start. Boo-boo. Okay. I like it. Now, I want to see what wisdom you need to hear. So let's move these. What wisdom? What wisdom? Surprise 6 cards came out, but I need a bigger screen. Just like table. Okay, Spirit, what wisdom? What wisdom can you provide in regards to anyone that resonates for this reading? So definitely a good situation going on. You guys are going to reconcile with one another. But keep in mind, if you do reconcile with one another before you actually heal this wound, then I feel as if there's just going to be another separation that happens, because the unrequited love is caused by this wound from the past. It's making one person in the situation have a cloudy judgment and being defensive. Definitely. Okay, Spirit guides, what wisdom can you provide to whoever resonates with this reading? Focus, fulfillment, High Priestess of Water. Wait, that one wanted to come out. Differences. Okay, 2 more cards. Lust and beauty. Whew, that's some energy. So here with the focus card, you definitely need to focus on basically it's like focusing on the bigger picture. Like example, it's just like, say example, you and this person has been through this little bit of this battle, especially here where we have 2 cards, 2 different decks, that you have 2 people being defensive, right? Defensive to one another. Kind of to one another, like both people have their guard up. I know that they're both females, but it feels as if it is like, this is like the divine masculine energy I was getting. And then this is like the divine feminine energy. And both people are being defensive. And it's just a matter of letting your guard down and focusing on what the bigger picture is. So if you've been having this battle of this on and off kind of situation with this person, don't focus on that. What is the bigger picture? The bigger picture is you guys coming into union and becoming, one with one another. That is the bigger picture. And with the focus card, it's like you want to focus on that. Don't focus on the negativity in the situation. Focus on the positive stuff that it does come out. So a lot of times we'll be like, well, he did this and she did this and yada, yada, yada. Don't look at that. Look at it like, oh, I love it when he calls. Or I love it when she's so nurturing to me when I'm sick. Like, look at the positive, because the more you focus on a positive, the more that positive will come back into you. And especially here with the fulfillment card, you see how the cup is half full. And everyone, I'm pretty sure by now, knows about the, half empty, half full scenario. So this is about focusing on, like, not focusing on that, oh my God, my cup is half empty. No, focus on it is full. Sorry, it is half full. And in regards to, well, I guess there's no hiccups in regards to full, because Spirit's like, well, yeah, fill your own cup. Um, I just heard that in my head. So, yes, that is true. You do fill your own cup with happiness. So don't make it that this person's the only thing that fills your cup. So that is definitely something about your own self-healing. But in regards to the love situation, Spirit wants you to focus on what it is that is good going on, what it is that you guys have that is good. Now, with the High Priestess of Water card, for this card, I am getting a lot of water energy. So one of you may be a water sign. It's not necessarily has to be, but someone that definitely is connecting with this reading is a water sign. Um, Now, in regards to this, it's water sign, or they're carrying water energy. And what I mean by that is basically um, someone's in their emotions, a lot in their emotions. That's what caused this disconnect, because of this past situation that has been held on to. But they're definitely going to come out of it, and they're going to rise above it. It's just they need to get a lot more control of it. Okay, now in regards to the difference card, I love this card. Love it. So what I love about this card is the fact that you see here how there's the orange and there's the apple. And at the end of the day, I just saw 5 on the clock. Fives is about change. Change is occurring. The universe is moving things around. So you ain't gotta worry, boo boo. You ain't gotta worry. Like I said, you guys are gonna come back into union. Um, this isn't gonna last forever, this separation. Now, back to the difference cards. So you see here how you have the orange and you have the apple. And at the end of the day, an orange is gonna be an orange and an apple is gonna be an apple. And you see here how you have the darker cat and you have the lighter cat. It's the same thing. The dark cat is gonna be dark. It's not gonna just up and turn light, and the same thing with the light cat. It's not just gonna up and turn dark. It's not just gonna change its are they considered fur? Anyways, it's not just gonna change its outer. So with this card, it's about understanding that, listen, both parties in a situation, you guys are different. You guys are different, and you need to understand and learn the differences. A lot of time when you're in a relationship with a person, or basically what happens is you get so focused on, well, I want this to change about the person. Again, 5 on the clock. So definitely change is occurring. Change is definitely occurring. That's 2 times I saw triple five. Um, Not triple five, double five. Um, so change is definitely occurring. It is, I want to say, it's not too fast as it's going to happen, but it isn't, I don't feel as if you're going to wait too long for this. Like, I want to say within, a couple weeks per se, anywhere from 2 to maybe 5 weeks for this person that is connecting with it, if it isn't currently happening. Now, back to the difference card. So the difference card, it wants you to understand and listen. This person is how they are, and you are how you are. And when you come into union with a person, you have to understand that each party has their own set of rules, their own set of values, and you have to find a way to coincide with one another and understand that both of you guys have differences. And it's about bringing your differences together and having a solid union with one another. Okay? So right now, that kind of is a little bit of that little dance. It's just like, well, say example, you're more affectionate and you cascade your feelings, and the other party is very reserved and doesn't really show their feelings. And you could be upset by, like, well, why don't you ever tell me this and this, that? And the person would be like, well, you know. And you're like, well, why don't you ever say it though? Like, I don't fully know. I can't just assume. And there could be like a little bit of a conflict with that, per se, if that I'm saying an example. And what you have to understand is that person loves different. Everyone defines love differently. A lot of times people forget that, oh, well, if they love me, they would do XYZ. No, that's what you do when you're in love with someone. You need to ask yourself, what do they do when they're in love with someone? And when you get yourself out of your own way of how you think and understand how they actually think, you will have a lot more clarity in the situation. You won't feel this lack of love. You won't feel like, okay, well, they're never filling up my cup fully. You will feel like, okay, I understand where they're coming from, and you'll have a lot less resistance, and there'll be a lot less friction. Right now, there's a little bit of this kind of lusting situation that's going on. There might be a lot of sexual energy with whoever is resonating with that. Um, so I would say it's up to you, but maybe hold off on a little bit of the, hanky panky. Know what I mean? Um, uh, the reason why I say that is sometimes I know. Everybody want a little hanky panky. Sometimes it's hard to resist doing that. But what I'm trying to say is when you tend to just continually do that when you're with the person, what happens is that ends up being the whole time you spend together and you guys actually don't ever get to talk. And sometimes you need to talk, okay? When everything's going dandy, whatever, yeah, dude, listen, upon the floor, upon the chair, upon the back, like, listen, wherever you want, boo, wherever you want, do you, boo, boo. But when there's shit that needs to be clarified and you need to work out things, it is best to talk it out as much as you can, because the moment you talk it out, then when you get back to the little hanky panky up in the it gonna be a lot better, boo. It gonna be a lot better. Okay. Whew. Anyways, the next card is the beauty card. And what I love about this card is the fact that you see how it's a red rose, but you see how there's kind of like this shedding going on, and the color is like, if you look here at the bottom, it's a lot more darker, and over here it's lighter, and it's kind of like a shedding process. And this is about understanding the beauty within, the beauty inside, letting that out. And what I feel about this is for both parties. So whoever is watching this video and is resonating with it, you need to see the beauty within this person. Remember how I was saying before about understanding their differences, how they love versus how you love, and getting into an agreement with it. Because, like, I know some people, they will buy you tons and tons and tons of gifts. If you're one of those people, I like diamonds. Just joking. So there's people that buy tons and tons of gifts, and there's other people that just will cascade it through words and affection and showing it. And to each their own, they're both giving love. It's just they're both showing it in a different form. And this is about seeing the beauty within that person of how they give love, and also seeing the beauty of you and how you give love, and accepting both people as they are. And what I also love about this card, I always reference the Beauty and the Beast. And if you ever watched the movie, which I'm pretty sure most people have, with Beauty and the Beast, it's such a beautiful story where, where there's like a spell that gets cast on the divine masculine, and he turns into this beast, and the witch is like, or I think it's a witch, is like, in order for the spell to be broken, someone has to like love you or fall in love with you or something like that. And then this girl stumbles on him, and then she actually sees the beauty within, and she doesn't pay attention to the outer, to that beast. She's like, I know this is what I'm seeing, but I know what is really in your heart. And it's like, I feel as if this is the same situation as, what are you seeing on the, like, ignore what you're seeing on the outer and actually follow what you feel in your heart. Everyone is intuitive enough to know when someone really cares for you, and like, okay, like, you've been told and you can feel like, well, like I said, this person does have love for you. It's just right now there's just a little bit of a blockage that's happening because there's a little bit of this defensive mode. And like I said, I'm getting defensive from both sides. So I feel as if at least one person puts down their guard and comes with a different attitude, comes with a different vibration, it definitely can break the other person's guard, and then you both can see things in a better light. Okay, but you have nothing to worry about, boo. Like I said, you and your boo thing are gonna reconcile, and you guys gonna have a little hanky panky. Remember, hanky panky after you have some conversation. All right. All right, so this is definitely worth for you exploring. You guys are definitely ascending to a higher vibration of a higher commitment. And remember, God, Spirit, whoever you believe in, makes you go through these trials and tribulations so that you can learn and you can grow. A lot of times people are like, well, why did I have to go through this? And it's just not a matter of it happening to you, it is happening for you. There's always lessons to be learned. When something's happening and you're like, wait, what? Step back and be like, what lessons can I learn from this situation? Okay, what is it that Spirit wants me to know? What is really just going on? Okay, so nothing to worry about, you and your boo thing. Y'all gonna be. Just put down your guard. Stop fighting with one another. Okay, love, not war. All right, on that note, I'm so happy for whoever this is because you are getting back into union with your loved one. Holla at your girl. Remember to set every day with positive intention. See through the eyes of love by sharing your love and light. Remember to flood your cup with love and affection. May it overflow that you have the ability to spread onto others all the rest that falls over. Okay? I wish you peace and love, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your phenomenal day. Bye.